Okay, so I just wanted to do a quick video to see if the count that I have for 40 days is correct, based upon the fact that we entered into the morning twilight on the 18th of January 2022, which is the parallel point when Jesus gave up his spirit on the cross. So with the understanding that Jesus gave up his spirit on the cross that's paralleled over with the third day, whether we're to count and maybe include the 3 days and 3 nights. So in the Gospel of John, he was in the tomb 3 days and 3 nights, but in the 3 synoptic Gospels, he was only in the tomb 2 nights because, as you can see, the next day that was coming in the 3 synoptic Gospels was a 7th-day Sabbath. So the best way to see this is in this timeline chart. Okay, so with the understanding that Jesus was put into the tomb as the 7th-day Sabbath was about to begin in the 3 synoptic Gospels, meaning that he would be in the night prior to the 7th-day Sabbath, and then of the 7th-day Sabbath night, and then be raised on the 3rd day. So is it a 2-night count, or is it a 3-night count? And so what I want to show is how we may need to count from the time that Jesus was put into the tomb. And the issue that we have is that this full moon happens on the evening of the 17th, well, late night on the 17th, about 10 to midnight. So do we include that night of the 17th, or do I include it from the 18th of January? So I'm going to count from the 18th of January because that's the new moon day of the first month. So if I count 3 days and 3 nights to complete the sign of Jonah, the 18th night would be the first night, the 19th of January would be the second night, and the 20th of January would be the third night, i.e. 3 days and 3 nights, and then start the 40-day count from the 21st of January. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So the 40th day would actually be the 1st of March. And the day after the 40 days and 40 nights, would be the 2nd of March. Now, is this a parallel for second Passover? Because it's the 14th day of the 2nd month. But also, the 13th day is the day of his triumphal entry in the first month in the 3 synoptic Gospels. So I'm wondering if I've done the count incorrect for 40 days because I haven't included the sign of Jonah, 3 days and 3 nights, and if it is 2 nights to count, and if we're to count from January, the night of the 17th and then the 18th, and then count from the 19th would be the 3rd day. We count from the 19th of January, this would be 29 days, 30 days, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, and then after 40 days would be tomorrow, the 28th of February. So what I'm trying to say is, inclusive of a sign of Jonah count, we need to be taking into account that the 40 days could actually take us into this high watch time period. I might have been too early. So that's why it hasn't happened yet, because this is it, everybody. We are at the end of this dual Passover night timeline. And this is God's revelation to us, using 18 lunar eclipses, 6 total solar eclipses, to help give us this revelation of what's in the Gospels, that the Gospel of John is running a day behind the 3 synoptic Gospels, which is why Jesus is in the tomb 3 nights in the Gospel of John and raised on the 17th day. But in the 3 synoptic Gospels, he was only in the tomb 2 nights and raised on the 17th day. So it could just be that I need to include the sign of Jonah count, and whether that's a 2-night time period or a 3-night time period, it gives us a watch period really from tomorrow, being Monday, up to the 2nd of March. And if it is a 50-day count, obviously the 50-day count for Pentecost would take us to the 8th and 9th time period for 50 days. But I've already done a video about that. But I just really feel that the 40-day count is important, and I may have just counted too soon without an included sign of Jonah count. So I just want to do this quick update video. Hope it's encouraged you to understand that the time is now. Anybody who's trying to jump ahead, too far ahead, going into the feast of the Lord, they're just being led by their own carnal mind, and they're not listening to what the Spirit is saying. The Spirit is saying time is up. Jesus is coming any moment now. And so I would say, really, this is it. And if I can convince you to listen to anybody, it would be to someone who's been doing this for 8 years, sacrificially, and has something to show for the 8 years that they've been doing it for. Let wisdom be justified by her fruit. Amen. God bless you, everybody. Hopefully we will see the glory of Christ in us in these coming days ahead. Stay watchful, stay ready.